welcome back to Pack Proof. Today we're going to be going through my bug out bag. This one I'm kind of excited about. It took me a little while to kind of plan something out like this. It's my bag. I have used it a few times. I like it how it sits, how it feels on my back. The backpack is by SOG, S-O-G. They make a lot of axes, knives, throwing knives, stuff like that. I like this bag. It has a lot of pockets to it. It's bigger. It's about I think it's a 40-liter bag, and it's budget friendly. I think you could pick one of these up off Amazon for about 40-45 bucks. This is the Desert Tan version with, I like green, so I have a lot of green stuff inside. This one does have everything you need. It does have one pocket on the side. Over here, it does have a lot of nylon, like a lot of it is all over the bag, as you can see. On the back here, you can see the straps. They got a lot of foam to keep your shoulders nice and snug, because it sucks when you have bags that are not like that. But the one thing I do like is on the strap, it's one big strap instead of two single. It has this thing, you can pick it up like this, but it does have this, so when it's sitting kind of across your back, it does feel pretty nice, so I do like that. Moving down here, the lumbar support back here, it's one big pad, not one triangular pad, so I do like that aspect of it, and it is pretty squishy. Same with the shoulders, it does have a lot of breathable aspects. That's a big important thing when you go for a bag. You kind of want it to wherever your back can breathe. If not, it's gonna get really sweaty. And if it's cold, hey, that's just, you're talking to get real cold once you take your bag off. And then kind of underneath the pack, it does have little things under here where you can hook things to. You can put your straps through, put stuff to the bottom. I've had blankets, sleeping bags, other stuff underneath here. So it does work out nice. On this side, it does have room for a water pack. So this one does have the spot that comes out right here on both sides. And they close up really nice, so you don't have to have them open. It does have a hook. And then the water line, I just have it ran down. I got the clip here. And I have the nozzle on top to keep my thing nice and clean when I'm out hiking. It does have adjustable straps. They're pretty nice, you can adjust them any way you want. It does have a chest strap, keep it nice in there, and this one does stretch a bit. So it doesn't stretch a lot, but it does have some stretch, so that helps out too. You can adjust a lot of this. You can adjust the way the strap sits. You can bring it up, you can bring it down, so wherever you want it to sit, you have about a good 6 to 8 inches of room to move up and down with on your chest strap. And then you can hook stuff to it, and then it has a stop right here where you can hook things like this up top. I have a flashlight hooked into this that just slides out. It is pretty bright. This one I picked up on Amazon it's by Ultrafire. I think it's about 35 bucks. And it has a rechargeable battery, so I got that because when you're out there, it sucks having to carry batteries. You'd rather just have one charger you can hook up to any outlet you find, or if you have like a solar charger, battery pack, stuff like that. Moving to this side, more MOLLE. It does have 2 straps on either side to hook things to. For me, I got this is my compass. We'll get into that in a minute. Right here, you got a pretty decent sized water holder pocket. You can fit a 32-ounce water bottle fairly easy right here. But I just keep my Bear Grylls knife in here. I do like this one because it comes with fire starter, fits in there nice, and a waterproof seal. It does have the plastic sheath mixed with like the nylon. Rubber handle, has a whistle down here. Some string, has a hammer on the bottom. It feels nice in your hand. Decently sharp blade when you first buy it, and it does have like this little ridge of saw. And then you can just slide this back in here. And it clicks in, good to go. And then if you take this off, and this one, there's a plate under here, little knife sharpener. And then it just all fits back in here. Real snug. Right here, some military style compass. As you can see on the outside, you got your little measurements here. Same here. I think these ones are in inches, these ones are in centimeters. String to put around your neck when you open it up. It does not have the thing that flips where you can aisle things down, but it does have one right here. This one is not the most expensive one. It is metal. It does have a level to make sure you're level whenever you're trying to read for north. And then it does have an adjustment right here, and you can look in this, and it does have it where you can see through. This one you can pick up on Amazon for right around the 35 to 40 bucks. So it's a little expensive, but it's not the top of the line. For a real traditional one of these, I think they're right around $100. So depends what you want to do, but it does come with a nice case. Moving to this side, I do keep a set of bear spray. I live out here in Idaho. Bears are a thing, so I keep it there. It could be self-defense, it could be whatever you need, but it's right here ready to use. Keep this on the outside of the pack. Fairly easy to grab. And again, here's the other side with the strap. Moving into the front of the bag, in this pocket, it's a fairly decent sized pocket. I like it. It fits well. You could put a little badge here, but as you can see, I got an American flag one right here in the front. Opening it up, it does open up all the way down. You got about a 2-inch gap on either side, and then it can flip all the way open like this. And you have 2 pockets right here. And it does have a little bit of a waterproof seal. It's not completely waterproof, so I would not get it soaked. Right here, I got maps of my area. I live out here in Idaho, so I keep those. I keep a, what's this thing? A tourniquet with me, just in case. You never know, you don't need it all the time, but it's nice to have. Right here, I keep a set of binoculars. These are by OCAR binoculars. You look through them like this. This is the 1225 set. So these ones I like it because you got the string with it. I will say when you first get them, feeding the string or the sling around your neck through these little holes, a little bit of a pain. But keep these on all the time so you don't scratch up your lens, because I'll tell you, it sucks when you need them and you look through them and your lens are scratched. It does come in a nice, pretty nice little case you can keep on your waist if you need it. So I like this one. Those are about 30 bucks. Off Amazon, you can get them at Walmart too. This is a Lux Pro light headlamp. It does have this light setting, the red setting, green, off, and then on the other one, you get your big light, flashing, off. This one is about 15 bucks. I picked this one up at Shields, well worth it. I like it so far. It does take 2 AAA batteries. No, just 1 for that one. So I like that, but again, you gotta carry batteries with you. Next up, I keep a Swiss Army knife with me. This one has a lot more components to it. It's got the blade. This one is about, you can find them for 85 up to 115. I think the 115 is with the leather case, which I like because you keep it on your belt if you need it. Comes with the screwdriver, pliers. So this is why I have this instead of a Leatherman, because this one has the pliers in it. Magnifying glass, screwdriver, all sorts of stuff, the toothpick, the tweezers, and on this side these are the tweezers. On this side right here, you have this. It's like a needle type thing, kind of fancy. I haven't looked into this too much, so I couldn't tell you what exactly this one does. So that is something I'm gonna have to research. And it just fits nice and cozy in this little case. It's leather, feels good. I like it, and it's not too heavy. Next up, I got the Bear Grylls saw. This one you twist and then push up, twist to lock it in place, and it's in there. And this one is pretty sharp, let me tell you. Feels nice in the hand, it's super light. The only thing I don't like is this groove. When you're holding it, your hand kind of pushes into it, and it does kind of start hurting your palm. So that's one thing that's a downside about this one. I've been looking into other ones, so we'll see what we can find. But this one I think is about 25 bucks. So for a budget friendly, it's pretty good. I like it and it does work. Next up, this is where I keep a lot of my tape, pens, marker. I do keep a Milwaukee marker. These things are about $4, $3 for a pack of 2 or 3. But you can write in the water. They can be wet and you can still write. So that is one big thing. I would look into those. Keep a glow stick in here. Write in the rain notepad. And on this side, this is where I print out a map of where I'm going. I would set it in here. And this one keeps it where I can see exactly where I'm going, and it has all the trails lined out and stuff. That's why I have this, and it keeps in a waterproof casing. This you can get online for about 15 bucks. I do have the big maps, but those ones are a broad area of the whole Idaho, so that one makes it a little hard to narrow down. When I print it off, this one shows me exactly where I'm at, where I'm heading. Next up, keep some bug spray. If you don't bring bug spray, I don't know if I can hang out with you, because bug spray is one of the biggest things out here. When you start getting attacked by mosquitoes, it ruins the entire camping trip or hike or whatever you're doing. If you're bugging out or not, bug spray is a priority. For me at least. Right here on these little clips, I do keep a band of this stuff. This stuff's like the Pro Tape, stuff like that. If you take gauze, wrap your wherever you're cut at, this stuff will last 10 times longer than a Band-Aid will, and that's just a fact. This stuff grips and it stays on. You get it wet and it won't get ruined. That's why I have this. Next up, I do keep some moleskin. There's all sorts of pads in here. This one's about $8 for this little pack, but I keep it because it's in a waterproof bag. And if I start getting a little blister on my foot or something, this stuff goes on immediately before it gets too bad. Next up, keep a set of leather gloves. I use these a lot. I love these. These ones are by Husky. They're about 15 bucks at Home Depot. They're nice. You can adjust them to tighten them up if you needed to. These ones smell like campfire. So that's the main compartment. There's all sorts of pockets in here you can dig through. As you can see, there's 2 smaller ones, 2 pencil holes, a little bit bigger one, a big pocket, and then a zip-up one that you could stuff stuff in if you need to. And yeah, that's the front pocket. I don't keep anything in this one. It's just an empty pocket. On top of the bag, there is one here that has a kind of a fabric in there for your phone, electronics, whatever you need in there. But to dig inside the bag, I want to take the hairspray out. And we'll take this one off too. A little compass on this side. And this pack really does open up all the way to the bottom. So we're just going to set this like this. And we're going to open this thing up. It opens up like that. On this side with the pocket on it for your water bottle, it does have a stopping point. So yeah, once you open it up, you do have two pockets right here, the mesh. Got a really big area here in the middle. You can stuff a lot of stuff in here, but we'll start up here. Up here, open this up. Got the TP, don't forget that stuff. Right here, I do have a review on this on my channel. This is the Best Glide Survival Sewing and Repair Kit. Well worth it for the 15 bucks this comes in at. Down here at the second pocket, I keep my 380 rounds. I do have a pistol in here, it's a 380. Keep these in here. These ones are Golden Saber bullets. Keep the Best Glide fishing kit. I do have a review video up on the channel about this. I'm not going to get into it in this video, but this one does have everything you need. It even comes with bait. Next up, keep some 550 paracord. Million uses for paracord. If you don't have it, you should go out and get some right now. Well worth every investment in that. That cord comes in about $8, I think. The fishing kit is about 25 bucks. Next up, I do have an MRE. This one is beef strips in a savory tomato based sauce. I like this one. This one's pretty good. I do prefer the Italian sausage one. That one is by far my favorite. I have had this one. This one's pretty good, so that's why I made it into this pack, and it fits in here. Heavy duty bag. All the stuff inside's waterproof. Very minimal water if you need to heat it up, but you don't have to heat this stuff up. Next up, I keep a very simple first aid kit. It opens up from here on the back. And it has all your band-aids, it has some medicines in there, some gauze. It's a very basic medic kit. This is not a trauma kit or anything. Just a basic first aid with all your essentials in there. And I do keep some ibuprofen and other stuff in there. Next up right here, as you can see, I keep everything separate so it's not just all laying in here. This is my fire kit. Waterproof match case in the green. I love the green. I'm not a fan of the orange. I'll get into that in a sec. Right here, gauze at the top, or cotton ball I should say. Extra match strikers, waterproof matches, and it all fits in this little case. Next up, fire blocks. These ones are pretty good. They burn for a little while and they work out pretty well. You can get about 60 of these little blocks for about 10 bucks. I think this case of these matches is about 13. Fire plugs. This bag right here, fire plugs, if you haven't used them, I would definitely get some. They work out great. They're basic little plugs, literally in the name. Pull them apart, kind of scuffle them up. You can hit them with flint and steel, matches, lighter, whatever you have, and it works out great. Next up in here, I keep a little bit of a fire start. These you can get for about $6. This bag's about 13 for the fire plugs. Little mat, a little lighter here. This one burns hot. I like this one. It's kind of a cool little case. These you can get a pack of 2 for about $8. Ferro rod. This one is a pretty thick one. Like it. It's about 1.5 inches in diameter. Comes with 550 paracord, and it does have the striker to go with it. Again, when you're striking these, don't hit it like this, because if you're doing this in a situation, you can slip and just move all your tinder around. So if you do it, you just pull this back instead, makes it a whole lot easier. And then here, just got some kindling wrapped in here. This is with beeswax actually inside of that. Just slip all this back in here. Okay, all bagged up. Next up, this is my emergency bivy by Soul. This one is getting switched out for the green-gray one, but I have the orange one. If you don't have a bivy, it does help out a lot. They keep you pretty warm. I think this is 90% body heat it keeps in, and it beats carrying around a bigger sleeping bag, a heavier sleeping bag, especially during the summer months into the spring, well, into the more of a fall, into winter. This one would keep you warm, but it isn't going to do you justice too well, so I definitely hope you have your coat and stuff. Right here, electronics bag. In here, keep my solar charger. This you can get for about $30 on Amazon. Here's my charger for my flashlight battery. Keep another little flashlight in here. This one is about $6, or no, $10 at Walmart. Chargers, and that's all I keep really in here for that, but I like to have it all in here because it makes it easier to grab a bag and go. Next up, here is my 380 pistol. Keep it in a nice case. Again, it's green, and it's just a very simple one. Self-defense. Or, you know what, if you need to, you can always take down a little animal like that. It is not going to take down a bear. It could if you dumped a lot of rounds into it, but it isn't going to do much for you there. That's why we have bear spray. Right here, another source of water I carry. This one I can carry around if I'm going on a little hike. You've seen these, I have a couple of these. But on this side, get the water purification. Those are the tablets, or the drops. It's about 30 minutes, tastes like chlorine after, but it's water. It's better than dying out there. Right here, I have the tablets. And I have more iodine right here. So for these two, they're about $9. For this, with about 100 of them in here, 100 tablets, it's 0.09 pounds. And there's 100 tablets, you got a lot of them in there. Again, it does kind of taste like chlorine after the fact, but again, would you rather have chlorine tasting water, or would you rather die? So that's something there, but something I keep on this side to kind of get away from the chlorine tasting. This is the hydration vitamins, and this one is the sport hydration. This one's tropical, this one's blue raspberry. These are about $8 a piece. And there's about 15 tablets in there. And they do good for about 32 ounces of water. Right here, flip this open. Got my straw to clean out my Sawyer Mini here. 16-ounce bag. Sawyer Mini in the middle. Keep a little hair tie, basically, stole this, around this to keep this on. And you got more ways to carry more water. Inside, this thing is full of water. Got my thing, you can boil on this. Canteen. Got your canteen cup. And you got your stove. This thing flips like this. And you set your stove, your pot on top, and you can set your kindling and stuff underneath if you're not trying to make a big fire. And it all fits in there. All slides in here. There's a little pocket right here. For this bag itself, you're looking about, with the canteen, about $50. And then for the Sawyer Mini, you're looking at about $30. For the tablets, you're looking about $8 a piece. For hydration tablets or water tablets, you're looking about another $20, $30. So all in, this water kit is about $120. So it's a little pricey, but it comes with a lot of redundancies in there. Next up, this is my Don't Die in the Woods 2-person survival tent. You can get this off Amazon for roughly $20, I'd like to say. And this does come with the casing, kind of a plastic style tent, and it does have the rope inside to string it up because it sits like this, walls go down, here's your floor. You can use this as a tarp too if you need to. but it fits all up in here. Nice little bag. Next up, I like comfort, so I do keep an air mattress in here. This is by Neom, and this one is the Tansur Extreme Conditions, regular size. This one is about $260 for this. So it is fairly expensive, but it does have the bag that comes out and you can air it out. You don't need to blow on in it or have an external pump air into it. So that's what's nice about this. It is super light. It is about 1 pound. Next up, right here, I keep my poncho. It's the army style color. It's the 4-digit color. This one does have strings for a tarp if you need to. It does open up very big. I actually can fit my 70-liter pack with this around me and be perfectly fine. So this one does help out, especially because with this pack, I do not have a water tarp to go around my pack. So this one is very nice, and it does have the hood. Right here, last thing to go through real quick, as you can see, it does have the bottom in here. It's plastic-ish rubber vibe, but right here it does have little holes, so if water does get in, it does go right back out, but it does make it rough when you set it on anything, and then your bladder just fits into this little pack back here and the hose runs up. That's the pack. Right here, cook kit. Open it up. It has a nice netting around it. And then you just push, pull, open. Right here, 2 little cloths. This is 1 cloth cut into 4s to clean. And then in here, got a few things. I got the gas, this thing right here. If you don't have one of these and you're still running this type of setup, I would get one of these because you just clip your gas in there like this, and well, actually set it in there, and it has a bigger footprint for balancing, because I've had the problem when I put these on and it's on unstable ground, you put a pot on top, it does tend to kind of want to lean. This helps out. This is by Jetboil, and they're about 15 bucks. But this one does have both settings for small cans and big gas cans. This one's by Peak. Opens like that. This one kind of sucks. I'm not a huge fan of it. It does not hold up long for a $30 price tag. I've not figured out how to tighten it. If you do this, you tighten it down, but it still gets more loose and loose as I go. For the $30 price tag, I would not spend the money on this one, because you're going to be sitting there tightening this up more than anything, and when you put food on top, it tends to rock no matter what. And this is the NOS that you adjust it with. It does not have an external light source, so you do have to strike it or hit it with a match. And then I got another set of towels like that down there. The stove kit I am going to order, because these cans tend to get frozen in cold temperatures. I am switching over to the SRR, the SRD style. It's white gas. It is about 175 bucks for the kit without the gas can, and then that's with the stove and the line. And then the cans themselves for a 20-ounce can, you're looking about 25 bucks. And then for the fix kit that you can order is about 45. But with that, you can fix it, makes it a whole lot easier. So that is one I am going to swap over to, because you pump it up, you run your stove, a lot easier. It does have a little bit more components, but it's a lot more durable than what I have here. And this one just gets kind of heavy when you have to carry a bunch, because that's only 10 ounces to them. The SRR, the SRB style, you just have one big tube that's about this big, 20 ounces up to 25. Slip it in anywhere. It's like a little water bottle. These, they take up a lot of space and you can't all fit them in your pot. So that's what I'm going to switch over to. But thank you for watching my bug out bag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any other questions or comments, what I should replace, what I should do different, leave them in the comments. I will have another video going over my new stove kit later on once I get it in. It was about $400 for it all, so it's a pretty expensive one, very high end, but it'll be cool. And then all this stuff I actually have these in other videos, so you'll be able to look at those and check them out too, more in depth. I will go over my big survival kit. That one is about 45 pounds. This one is about 18 pounds all in with all the water. So this one is fairly light and I can still strap more gear to it. I do like the SOG backpack. The only thing, the downside about it is once it gets too tight, the zippers don't like to close all the way. They like to kind of zip open once in a while. So when you pack it, just make sure you leave about ½ inch to 1 inch gap where you can push it down so your zippers will lock in and not have too much tension on them. Beyond that, it doesn't snag on the inside of the bag or outside of the bag. So I do like that part of the bag. But thank you for watching Pack Proof. I will see you guys in the next one.